Romeo, all slicked off. He is a funny colored booger. And there goes Snowball making her rounds, checking out the sheep and the goats. And the reason she's on guard is because Mr. Mac is outside the fence, and being he is a herding dog, the guardian dogs all consider him a predator. They all consider Mr. Mac a predator. Hey Mac, back here. Mac, good boy. He's outside the fence and he just looks like a predator to them. But we're on a property across the road to the east of ours. If you know your locations, this is the corner of Grossman and Matheson, and belongs to a friend of mine, and he wanted it cleaned up like we did our property. It's got an old burned basement here. You see he's been mowing it, but it is just screwed up. That's outside the fence right there. We'll get that before we leave. But, just screwed up. You can't see the old house that's in there or anything else. You can't get in there to clean it up because you can't see what junk might be laying around to get your chainsaw. So we do goats to go. Bring them in here and we set up the perimeter 4-wire smart fence. I've given them a little bit of grain up here because I don't have the dog feed pen over here yet today. So they're on the other side up there where they can't really see this dog eating. And I'm going to guard her for a little bit so she gets to eat her fill. You got to feed your dogs, folks. You can't expect them to do their job and not get something to eat. But those kids are just having a good time rim walking the basement wall. Some of them are down in it. And they're just, we got the kid down there. That's an adult. But the kids are up there. And they're just chowing down. I found the sheep around back of the house, so I was able to give them just a little bit of grain by themselves. We got a kind of an old ewe and the family's got twins. The other thing the grain does is just bait. It's just a little sweet feed. It's just a, hey, I'm here. I might want to move you. And so the day that I want to take them out of here, I can bait them right up to the gate, and then when I open the gate, they'll go out. We left the road between here ungrazed, but they have touched it. They know about it. So the day they need to come out of here, I can let them out in the road. That makes kind of a trap to catch them. And I can shut this gate off to this property and then open the gate up on my property and go on across the road. And so grateful that people are gracious. You know, this is city streets, so it's not a big deal for somebody to go around if they come to us. But we're just trying to make the properties look better. And there's certainly more in our little small town that need this done to them. Just the goats are the answer to these old grown-up properties. And if you're a homesteader, you might think about, you know, buying some old burned out properties if you can find some of them in a cluster, and get you a couple acres or so in town, and then start looking around for neighbors that need their property cleaned up. And most times they'll pay you something. You know, up around Kansas City, our friend Elizabeth Parker up there gets, she said, I think $1,800 an acre to bring those goats to go out. So, yeah. Well, we got almost a 1/4 inch of rain this morning, and the doves are singing their tune here at Blessing Way, where Natural Grandma lets me stay. But Sir William, or not Sir William, but Romeo here, he just thinks whatever is in that tree is better food than over there where their mothers are. Maybe he needs that for his beard. He's a Kiko, parasite-resistant Kiko. And if you need a Billy, our good friend down by Stockton has more of these for sale, I'm sure. We've been super impressed with the kids out of him. They're colored up like crazy. Check out some of the other videos of how they're colored up. Okay, Precious, are you done eating, honey? Get your fill. Think you need a little pat from Dad? Is that what you need? Just a little pat. She is such a darling. Say hello, Natural Grandma. Natural Grandma's traveling. Going to see family. You'll be gone. And Precious, I know, misses Natural Grandma, don't you, Precious? Probably not as much as Papa Hank. But she got her little pat for the day, and we're still working over there. Our kids work. They're kind of butt heads. Hopefully you can say both those things about your kids in a loving way. So grateful to be able to do this, to use animals to do regenerative work. It's so good to get connected to the soil. It's where the aluminum chicken tractors from Natural Grandma can get you started. Get you some chickens. If you don't have perimeter fence, don't have a fencer, fencers, good fencers like I'm using here, does 11,000 volts. It's $1,500 or something. So you can buy a small chicken tractor for that, or half of a great big one, and you can put goats in those tractors or herd sheep and make you some meat off of just what somebody else would mow, and then wonder what to do with the clippings and put them in the landfills. And we got to stop that, people. We got to get smarter about how we produce our food. It's a regenerative way. Like our channel. And then subscribe if you can. And then if you want to see more about, moving cattle 2 times a day, go to our friend Greg Judy's channel. Greg Judy, Regenerative Rancher. He's got some great stuff up in Alberta where it's just 8 inches of rainfall. The guy's just totally bringing that regeneration process back with cattle. Check out our Rustic Life. He uses one of our meat chicken tractors. Pathways Homestead. Lots of places to learn from. But there's lots of people homesteading, but some of them, they got good ideas about the gardening and stuff, but they're still learning about the animals. Like Greg and myself, we've been messing with this rotational thing for about 40 years, so it's a lot of hard knocks in them 40 years. So help us share some of that with you. Well, as Natural Grandma always likes to say, I wish you were having this good a day. I'm pretty sure that's Bullseye up on top. You ever see him from behind, you'll understand why. Bullseye, there's one of the little nannies. They've got their little spot of green cleaned up, I guess. They don't hardly want it. But I just thought every couple, 3 days I might ought to give them some and keep them trained to come to me. Well, Papa Hank from Natural Grandma, good day.